What is up, everyone? Brandyn Pokrass of the League Winners here once again with FIU offensive line commit Sean Kentish. Sean, how you doing today?
I'm great. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome as well. So my first question to you, starting from the top here, you were a recent commit to FIU as of a few months ago. I wanted to ask you, what made the school stand out to you and what ultimately made you commit to basically play football there?
Well, from the coaching staff perspective, Coach Simmons, Coach Pata, they are really good coaches and really great men. So that decision really dropped like that characteristic really drove my decision to towards FIU. It wasn't a hard decision actually at all. To be honest with you, I spoke with my family, I put my trust in God as well. So when I put those factors into my commitment, it was like, you know what, this is where I'm supposed to be at. This is home. This is what I really want to be at.
That's awesome. And now moving on to your play on the field, you're a multifaceted player. So want to start with the run blocking. As a run blocker, how do you approach different concepts and offensive schemes as a player?
Well, in the offense I run at my school, you got to be a smart player in my offense at my school. So to be able to adapt to different defenses and fronts is something you really need to be able to know how to do. And I give credit to my O-line coach, Coach Chad Mavetti out in Orlando. He's put all my teammates and me personally in a great position in order to be successful at any run in any scheme we play in. And talking scheme wise, I just trust my technique. That's how I approach a run game. I make little tweaks here and there depending on who I play against, but I just try to trust my technique overall as a player.
So that ties into my next question for you. As a pass blocker, how do you approach handling different types of pass rushers as a pass blocker and different types of guys that like using moves? You know, some guys got the power, some guys got the speed, some guys like using a combination of both. So how do you really approach handling that on a game by game, play by play basis?
Well, for me personally, I rely on the film. Once you get the film of that Sunday night, Monday morning of the team you play against, I just study the person I'm going against or all the D linemen in general because I could be put in different positions in different games. So I just study all the linemen, what they really do in the pass game, if they're a power guy, a speed guy, to mix it up, long arm. So really, it's based on like the film for me personally, and I just trust my technique again. Like I know what I need to do. Pretty strong in the weight room, so my technique definitely helps me to be in that position that I need to be.
Moving on and sticking with the on-field stuff, I want to ask you, what's your favorite type of player, favorite play call? You know, that one when you're in the huddle and you get it and you're like, you know what? It's go time. Like, this is my favorite play. This is where I know I'm going to make a big time play. It's one for the highlight reel. What's that for you?
For me, it's either a screenplay or a pulling play. So if I get out in the pool and the island gets a linebacker, and I know personally I know I could kill somebody on the field when I do that. It's a great feeling to put somebody in the ground, to literally move another man to another place. It's a great feeling on the screenplay. It's amazing trying to go out there, crack a corner or a nickel. Greatest feeling in the world.
Yeah, you really got to showcase that athleticism and really show like, hey, you know, yeah, I'm in here a lot of times, but if I'm out in space, I can make things happen too. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
100%. And now moving on to a bit of a look ahead. As you head toward your senior season, what have you been most focused on improving this summer at your position or just playing offensive line as a whole?
I'll say more so my foot speed, probably the strength. You always can improve in the strength, the weight room. Definitely, that's my main thing. Keep getting stronger, keep getting faster. So I combine those two things a lot when I'm working out. I think about the speed of the game, how I react, and just overall becoming a better player as going transition to college into college football. Definitely, because this is a big transition. Definitely, so being able to prepare myself a year ahead is something I look forward to.
Have you found that there's a specific drill that's really helped you in that category?
I wouldn't say a specific drill, but more so I just try to time things into a purpose, and that's how I go into approaching my workout, having that purpose, and they all tie into that purpose I have to do when I go work out.
And now my next question for you. This is one that I ask everybody that I interview. If there was one player, past or present, who you could have as a mentor or coach at your position or offensive line as a whole, who would it be and why?
Oh, Trent Williams is definitely a person I would want as a mentor because watching him as I grew up watching him play from his Washington days to now his 49er days, he's just an overall great player. How he approaches his pass pro, and just how patient he is. It's something like memorable to watch because that's prototypical pass pros, offensive lineman. Trent Williams, Penny Swell, he's also a really great pass pro. And like Larry Allen, his toughness and his physicality, that's the prototypical pass offensive lineman right there. If you top all three of those into one person, that's the greatest offensive lineman ever. So I'll say those three right there are the three linemen I would like to have mentor me.
That's awesome. And then my last question for you, as I mentioned, you're heading into your senior year. What do you want to showcase in this upcoming season, and what goals or milestones do you have for it?
I want to showcase definitely my athleticism way more, that I could move around being a 300-pound guy. My milestones definitely is going undefeated as a team. You know, we played a nationally ranked schedule this year, so to put on for a national team and to be on that national stage, that's my goal as an overall team, and just to leave a mark in my school that I came in and dominated while I was there. So that's definitely my goal. Leave a legacy is the main thing.
I love that answer, man. But that brings us to the end of this interview. Before we get out of here, where can everyone find you on social media?
On Instagram, 50._Sean. That's where I be at all the time. You know, FIU fans can tap in. But that's really the main place I be at. It's Twitter, Sean_Kentish, first and last name, and that's really it.
Well, you know where to find him. I'm really excited to see what you do this upcoming season. And that brings us to the end of another interview. Thank you guys for checking out once again for Brandyn Pokrass and Sean Kentish. This is another interview from the league winners. We will catch you next time.